Hello Zainey friends, I am Laney.
I am Marshall.
And I know it's been a hot minute since we've uploaded a video, but that's just because there's some stuff going on in our life right now that's pretty heavy, but we will maybe be updating you later on that as we get more information and things. So until then, we are going to show you what our July products are like for Zainey Laney. And again, you know, we have been busy. I started paparazzi, which, as you can see,
I started working full-time at my other job.
Exactly. So we have a lot of things happening in our life, but we are still going full on with Zainey Laney with some changes. So of course, there's changes every month, but this is where the changes really are going. So this is the last month you can order wax of any type, not just the wax we're going to show you today, but all of the wax that we've had, especially the ones with cinnamon in them. If you like those scents, you need to get them in wax because they will not be available in the body products that we are going to be doing going forward. So
notice that a couple people do have some allergies to cinnamon or other things that have that kind of oil to them. And just to make sure that whatever we do is good for you, which has been something that we've done ever since the beginning, we wanted to make sure that we didn't offer those scents anymore. So we're going to need to do a little bit of research and repackaging and rethinking about some of those scents.
And just, you know, off the top of my head, the ones that we'll probably be leaving, it's sad to say, are Run, Pumpkin Pasties, and probably Smuggler's Bride, because those three have cinnamon in it.
Pretty heavily.
Pretty much. There is also one scent from this month that might cause people problems, but we might keep it in the shop with like a disclaimer, like if you have cinnamon allergies, don't put this on your skin. Yeah. Use it as an air freshener or linen freshener.
And one thing that we do want to remember, once we do have some of these reformulated, is that even though like they have those, you might have those skin allergies, you can still use them as a room spray, just in gentle, small amounts, just to give a little bit of refresher. Just don't use them directly on your skin.
Exactly. As a reminder, we no longer do subscription boxes, and as such, we no longer do postcards. I know that's something that confused people last month, but that is basically what's happening. We no longer do postcards as part of a box of items. What you can do is order postcards of most of our art from the website, and then we will, if we don't have it in stock, we'll order it so that you can have it for later. For this month, we unfortunately will only have postcard art for maybe one thing, and that's because we're doing something a little special for this month.
We're playing with things. We're going to get to that in just a bit.
In just a minute. Stay tuned for later on in the video. We're going to tell you how you can create your own scent with us later on, but stick around for that. So again, for the prices, $5 for a clamshell, $5 for a 2-ounce spray, $8 for a 4-ounce spray, and $3 for a little sample cup of wax. And again, all of these items are available for pre-sale during the month of July. If you have a certain scent that you're like, I really want to buy this, I want to keep this in stock, then you need to vote on it in our Zainey Laney Facebook group. And also, you want to join that group anyway, because we have a party. The second to last week of every month, we have a party where there's at least one, if not two giveaways every single day. We have special deals, and this month, we're clearing out our wax selection. So if you have ever wanted to stock up on this wax, now is the time to do it, because it will be crazy deals during this week of everything we have left. And we also will premiere a brand new scent every single month. A new scent that you cannot get until that week. So, join it. The link is down below.
Sounds like fun. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, so this month our theme is 90s cult movies. And more specifically, 90s movies that I loved, and this will tell you how old I am, while I was in college. These were the movies that I loved so much and watched over and over and over again. But even as I was talking to other people about this, I found out that they love these movies too, so that's why we decided to do
like,
them.
I've seen all, before we did a review of all of them, I've seen 3 of the 4 of these movies, and I enjoyed them all before. I could probably watch one of those several times. I have no problem whatsoever, because it was lots of fun.
Right. Then I think that you actually forgot, you know, about a lot of these movies until we went back and revisited them, right?
I forgot a lot of the details, and especially about one of them, and the other one I was like, this is just a good movie.
Alright, let us start with our first scent, which is based on the movie Clueless, And not only is this our scent, but we have collabed with Meg over at Pretties for Your Face, and she is doing a palette that is based on this movie as well. So make sure you go down there. I'll put her stuff down below so you can get it. I believe it's coming out July 2nd, which, depending on when this video comes up, it may or may not be available right now. I don't know. I have not even seen the palette, honestly, so I'm going to be surprised.
We're excited.
Yes.
We're excited.
So it is, of course, As If, and that is the scent for Cher. And let's tell them a little bit more about
so
this artwork.
When we were doing this artwork here, it's based off of the interface she uses for her personal closet organizer.
Like that electric, yeah.
Yeah, so she uses it to mix and match her outfits, and she has a whole thing down here, and we use the space for the scent. That's where she had the different categories of looks. But this also inspired another idea for us, and this is what's replacing our postcards for this month and a lot of our background artwork. There isn't going to be the digital downloads of the wallpapers this time. However, instead we have a different digital download, because if you take a look, those eyes are not Cher's eyes. That's somebody else's eyes. And if you're a fan of this channel, you might remember a while back we did a draw with me where I created a magical girl right there on screen as you watched. And now she's made a comeback as a paper doll. And so available with this set is going to be a digital download of the doll and a whole bunch of different outfits from these movies.
From all of these movies, yeah.
And so we're going to show them off to you as we go along. But from As If, from Clueless, you have not only Cher's outfit and Dion's outfit, but you also have the other girls'
Ty,
the actual paper doll. And this set actually comes with 2 base paper dolls with different color underwear, because different color underwear means different things. We're going to get to that. And then this one has all of the Clueless outfits. You can see Cher's, you can see Ty's, and you can see Dion's, and it comes with all the different portions of it, so you can mix and match those outfits too.
Now, the basic details of this is we are still kind of tinkering around with the paper doll itself, so it won't technically look like this because we're still trying to get it a certain way. It will be available probably at the very latest the middle of the month as a separate download, and you can use cardstock just to print it off. It's probably going to be a couple bucks. We haven't really decided, but it'll be fairly cheap.
And when you get the package, you won't just get the doll, you will get all of this month's outfits. And if I have time, later on I'll make separate downloads available for past outfits from past sets, maybe.
Exactly.
Possibly.
So we will go ahead and show you when we get to each scent what it's like, but let's go back to this one. The scent notes of this are cucumber, melon, and mulberry. Now when I was in college, my go-to scent was that cucumber melon, and I know if you are a child of the 80s or 90s, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because this scent was a life. Like, it was so popular. Bath and Body Works, like, amazing. We added the mulberry in there, which gives it a little bit of a berry smell, but this scent I've been obsessively spraying actually a lot of these, but this is probably one of my top favorites of all time that we've ever done. This is probably my favorite scent because it's really that iconic 90s cucumber melon, okay? So I'm in love with this. Totally in love with this. Let's do a sniff. Fun. Let's do a sniff now that it's been sitting for a little bit. It's so much like...
I can smell that from over here.
But even the mulberry, like, doesn't take away from that cucumber melon smell. It's...
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a good combination. You really get the cucumber melon. It's really good and strong. That mulberry is just kind of hiding right underneath to be like, by the way, we got something for you.
So, of course, I'm going to just show you the one time, the difference in the bottles if you're not familiar, the 2 ounce and the 4 ounce. But I have been using this for like probably 3 weeks now, and I'm only down to here. These last forever. This is a better value. So if you fall in love with the scent, this is $2 off what you would purchase for 2 of these. So just to keep that in mind, this is a better value. And going forward, this is all you're going to be able to buy anyway until we get the new products out, right?
Yeah.
Set number 2. This movie, actually most of these movies, if not all these movies, I can quote by heart. Like, my friend Valerie, I don't know if you guys know her, Val the Wizard, she's one of my reps. She and I actually have conversations of movie quotes back and forth. So, like, that's just how I am, right? Okay, so this next one is such an amazing movie. So amazing.
And this scent, it's just, you take a good sniff of the scent and you go, it's Rex Manning Day.
So it's, of course, from Empire Records. It's called Say No More. And what Marshall did on this particular art is the storefront. So you want to talk a little bit more about that?
So what we have in here is you have the storefront, and on the marquee that's normally blank, we put the title, Say No More, which is the song that Rex Manning is famous for singing. And on the sign where it did say High Fidelity Records, it now says the scent notes. Then if you look really closely in the windows there, you have a whole bunch of record covers that were from that era and in that time. So records that would actually show up. But there's also a few hidden gems hiding inside there. You gotta get really close because I did blur these out a little bit. But right here underneath vinyls is actually the artwork for Seventh Sense from our Marvel box. And over on the other side, over here, that's my little sticker for my own face. Yeah. And there's something else hiding in there that you're just going to have to buy this to see.
So true. So the scent notes on this is water, basil, and bergamot. It's very kind of a fresh scent, but it is kind of more masculine as well, I would say. It's very Rex Manning. I feel like Rex Manning would wear this. It's very like aftershave. Like, I think it's
it does kind of give you that it's a purple scent, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because you know what he's wearing. Yeah,
so when you smell this, you kind of can think, purple. I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm starting to get weird in the head and I'm mixing up colors with scents. I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay. And we'll get to the paper doll on that one in just a minute, because on the same sheet is the one for the next one.
That's right. The next one we have is from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, and it's called Time After Time. And I just love the cover on this. It's so simple, but it's funny. It's funny.
So the artwork here is that iconic scene when they're on the treadmills in their high heels. But unlike the original picture, like, I went back and I kind of channeled my 90s vibe and had those neon highlights that are coursing all over things as they're moving. The things that you'd see in opening credits for television shows like the Kids Incorporated and stuff like that. You've got that on the cover going on here in the Romeo and Michelle's. So and this one is scented after green apple, strawberry, and peach.
So there, we do have a little bit of peach going this summer, in the summer sense, so you can see a pattern. But okay, so I'm gonna be honest. There's a scent that I really, really loved, and I don't remember who makes it, but it might be like Electric Youth, Debbie Gibson. Unfortunately, I don't totally remember what it smells like, but I looked up the scent notes because I remember that was my jam. Also, as far as like legit perfumes, Debbie Gibson's Electric Youth perfume was my jam. So I think that this is pretty close. It's as close as I can come to what I remember it being. But I love the way this smells too. This is another one that I'm just like, psh.
It gives you a nice, the scent notes are green apple, strawberry, and peach, which gives you this fresh and fruity smell. The green apple really comes to the forefront. And it gives you that, like you said, electric feel. But the other smells are there to just kind of make it fun. Okay? And for the outfits that we see here, this is both for Say No More and Time After Time. We have Romy's outfit and Michelle's outfit. I might have those two girls mixed up. I can't quite remember. But you have that kind of almost Star Trek uniform look that she had going on there. And then you have Michelle's pink dress with all the fluff on it. You also have, from Empire Records, you have the Music Town apron that she wore by itself. and you have the fluffy sweater outfit that was kind of passed around between the two girls throughout the episode, throughout the movie. I thought like she borrowed it from the other.
She
girl.
borrowed the bra from the other girl.
Oh, that's
no, not the sweater.
Hey, man,
So this is the Liv Tyler outfit that she wears during the movie. As you can tell, plaid was very in the 90s because...
And that's where most of my month went this month, was making plaid patterns.
That's true.
Okay, so yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, so for our last July themed scent, we have a scent from 10 Things I Hate About You, which is called Whelmed. And the reason why we called it Whelmed is there is a certain part in the movie where the two girls, it's Gabrielle Union and then the main blonde chick, she's like, so I know you can feel overwhelmed and I know you can feel underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? And they said, I think you can in Europe. So that is why we called it Whelmed.
In fact, you can feel whelmed. Whelmed is a word by itself, and it actually means more than you can handle. So when you are whelmed, you are what most people mean overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed, you are way beyond what you can handle.
Beyond. So I want him to show you the clamshell on this because there is legitimately 10 things on this design.
10 things here. Okay. So let's get in close here. And each one represents a different major character. So right up in here in the title you see a balloon. And that's kind of representative of the two main characters' relationships because they do have that scene where they're fighting with the balloons, the paint balloons. But they also have in the center, you have the guitar that he gives her at the end. Spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie, how young are you? And then you have the microphone from when that iconic scene as he's singing to her in the stadium. Behind all of that, you can see a bent motorcycle wheel from when... I can never remember.
It's his friend. Yeah, his friend is on the motorcycle. You know, David Krumholtz. I can't remember his character's name right now. But he's on the motorcycle and he's like, goes off the cliff. Yeah.
That's from that. And then next to that is a pair of socks from that really stuck-up guy. He did a sock commercial. They're a little bit dirty, just like he is. Down at the bottom, you can see a French book, and it's very closely modeled to the French book from the movie, and you even see the hole that was drilled into it when they were trying to get the guy to go on a date with her. Next to it is a coffee mug for the principal. It's
Perky's. I think her name is Perky's. Miss Perky?
Yeah, Miss Perky. It's so close. I can't believe how close I managed to get that. Next to that, you see, and actually you see both dresses, both really important prom dresses. One of them being the pink one that Kat's sister wears, and the other one being the one, she has a really interesting name.
Mandela.
Mandela.
I don't know why I remember their names, but yes.
Shakespearean dress that she wore to the prom, given to her by the guy with the bent wheel. And in front, you see the Prada backpack.
Because she likes her Skechers, but she loves her Prada backpack.
And if you really liked those two dresses, so does Jelly.
And she has a little purse.
Yep.
It's exactly like her little purse.
The little dangle off your wrist purse.
So yeah, I guess we're calling the paper dolls Jelly. I don't know why.
The original character that we drew, I put it up to everybody else as a contest to name this magical girl. And the winner named her Galinwith, which doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, so she has the nickname of Jelly.
True.
Are you Jelly?
Could be. All right, so this scent, I basically named it. I basically created this scent to be Blackberry Lemonade, which is also kind of an iconic one. So it's Blackberry Lemonade, and there's a scent of pineapple in the background that just makes it a little, like, juicier.
Yeah, it gives it a more full and juicy scent.
But it's like almost a sparkling Blackberry Lemonade.
This is, I can dig this.
This is another one that I'm like, it's all about wearing and, oh, so good. So good.
I could actually really like this as a room scent.
For sure. All right, before we get into our one-off scent, and I know this is really long, let's talk about the pops. The pops are proof of purchase, which is basically you get one for every purchase that you make, and you get this during the month that you purchase. So if you want this month's pops, you need to purchase during the month of July. There are 5 different designs, and usually we have Hershey, our mousse, icon that you see back there. Normally he is in this, but this month we have
Colada.
Colada is our llama. We have that scent that's called Llamaco Colada. So we have called the llama Colada. So she is going to be the golden, and if you get this one, you get an immediate $5 credit. You just email me. All of the instructions are on the back, but there she is in Cher's outfit. So of course we have one for each clamshell. We have the As If one, we have Say No More, we have Whelmed, and Time After Time. So you can get one of those with each of your purchase, and they're collectible. And of course if you get 5, or if you get 10 of them, you get a $5 credit. So let us go for the one-off scent. This scent was created by my friend Zelma. She is a rep for me, but just because my reps are the ones who are creating these one-off scents doesn't mean that you can't also. Until this weekend, we are having a little contest, kind of, to help us create scents. And the first part of it is we are doing, and normally you do not know this far ahead of time, but in December we are doing a Doctor Who box. We have already created one scent for that box, but we need help with the other 3. So we're opening up to you guys. We need submissions for the 10th, 11th, and 12th Doctor scents. So if you go into my Zainey Laney group, there is a link where you can go and submit a scent. As many as you want. You just have to keep clicking and going in and doing a different form each time. Then also we are looking for one-off holiday scent. It cannot be something we have already done. So if you are, and I have that in the post as well, if we have already done it from a specific movie or TV show, we're looking for something different. So that is kind of like where we're going with that. And all of the details are going to be in that form, and then once that happens, we will vote for each one. So all of the 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor, 12th Doctor, and holiday scents will be voted on in the group after we go through and pick them. And then the winner will get a free body spray or fragrance spray of their scent to be sent to them once we have it created. So you will be working with Marshall to come up with a design and a name for that scent, and with both of us to work on a scent combination based off what you have submitted. So that is a really cool opportunity. Again, it's going on until this next weekend, so get your stuff in now. Get it in now.
And so this was the one that I created with her.
Yes. This is called
Peach of Cake. And
it is based on
Princess Peach from Super Mario series. One of the things that she does very often is she promises to Mario that she'll make him a cake if he saves her. She especially does this in Super Mario 3, where pretty much every time you beat a world, she sends you a letter going, I've got a cake for you. And so you have Princess Peach, and she's in one of her outfits from Super Mario Odyssey. But she's with her gigantic cake, and you can see her palace in the background.
You can.
Yeah, and this one is one of the few from this month that I actually did make a full background for. There's a couple funny things that are hiding just off to the side that you can't see here.
Now, like I said, yeah, so we do have this in a spray form. It does contain a little bit of cinnamon, so please be careful, okay? There is a disclaimer on this. Do not spray this if you have a cinnamon allergy. But basically, Selma wanted it to smell like a peach cobbler, which I think it happened. I think we got that.
Yeah.
I mean, it does smell beautiful, though. It smells so waxy.
Yeah. It's got this nice, strong warmth to it. That you kind of would expect from her, and a little bit of spiciness, because if you've ever seen her in Smash Brothers, some of her moves, she's kind of got some fun to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Those are all the scents for July, and again, make sure you join the group so you're up on what is happening with everything in there, because we got a lot of stuff. that happens every month, and it's good for you to be in there. And of course, our site information will be down below where you can order anytime. If you are interested in being a rep, we do choose our reps around the 15th of every month for the next month. So right now we are looking for reps for August. So make sure you apply, and that will be down below too. Maybe you. But again, remember, August will be only sprays.
We know that we're going to be stopping this for now. We don't know if this is going to be an eternal, we're never doing wax again, or if we might bring it back for special events. But at least for now, in order to be able to manage work-life balance, we are halting production on waxes.
So true. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time,
Stay zany.
bye-bye.